Till now, we saw the structure of the United Nations in detail. We understood the reason behind its formation, and we also saw what its objectives, aims, and achievements are. Now we have to understand how the United Nations operates, and it is through its principal organs. And therefore, in this lesson, let's look at these principal organs of the United Nations. So we know that United Nations manages to make 193 member nations collaborate together to fulfill its various objectives in order to maintain world peace. But how can the United Nations as a whole manage to achieve this task? Well, this is because the UN has a system of its own. Let's look at that now. Just like a human body cannot survive without its organs, the United Nations is no different. Just like we need our lungs to breathe, we need our heart to circulate blood throughout the body, and you need your brain to actually listen to this lecture. Similarly, United Nations also needs its various parts, which are also accurately called organs. Just like the human body is a sum total of all its parts, the United Nations is also a sum total of all its parts. And it is through these parts or the organs by which the United Nations manages to function. Now, how do we know about the existence of these principal organs? Well, according to the Article 7 of the United Nations Charter, we find out that there are 6 principal organs of the United Nations. Therefore, let us look at what these 6 principal organs are. Before we move ahead, can you answer this question? The United Nations has the following number of principal organs. Is the number 6, 8, 5 or 4? The correct answer is that the United Nations has 6 principal organs. Now, what are these principal organs? Let us look at it one at a time. We start with the General Assembly, which is the hearts of the operation. General Assembly functions as the legislative organ of the United Nations, and in the General Assembly, important issues are discussed and then adequate recommendations are further made. But recommendations are made to whom? The brains, of course, which in this case is the Security Council. The Security Council acts as the executive organ of the United Nations, and it is tasked with the primary responsibility of maintaining peace and international security. The UN also functions to deliver justice at the international level and to also uphold the principles of justice. And this it does in a fair, peaceful and equal manner. And for this exists the International Court of Justice, which is the primary judicial organ of the United Nations. It is also nicknamed as the World Court. The next principal organ which we see of the United Nations is the Trusteeship Council. Now, the Trusteeship Council was formed after the end of the Second World War with a specific objective of helping non-self-governing territories to achieve independence. This is also the only UN principal organ which is now defunct, as its objective has been fulfilled. However, if the Council ever feels that they need to meet again, they can do so, because the organ is defunct, not abolished. Now, to look after the various economic, social and cultural objectives of the United Nations, there exists the ECOSOC, or the Economic and Social Council. The ECOSOC acts as the coordinating body for the various economic, social and cultural objectives of the United Nations, and it also acts as the body where all discussions on such economic, cultural and social matters are done. It also acts as a directing body for the various specialized agencies of the United Nations. Last but not the least, in order to keep this entire system running, there needs to be an administration of sorts. And that is why there exists the spine of the United Nations, the Secretariat, which is the principal administrative organ of the UN, headed by the Secretary General. So thus we saw the 6 principal organs of the UN, namely the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Secretariat, the Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, and the International Court of Justice. Now some of these organs have subsidiary organs of their own, such as ECOSOC and General Assembly. Now apart from that, the UN also has multiple specialized agencies such as UNESCO, UNICEF, and WHO. And these specialized agencies act in an independent manner with specific objectives on their own. The 6 principal organs, along with the various subsidiary organs and the specialized agencies, together make up the United Nations system. Now that we have seen what the UN system is all about, we shall be looking at the 6 principal organs of the UN in detail in the subsequent lessons. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can also register for free at deltastep.com or download the DeltaStep app to learn one-to-one with our amazing teachers, or to get access to all our 5,000 plus amazing videos as per your school syllabus. Master each topic with our adaptive practice technology. Get million plus questions with step-by-step solutions and unlimited mock tests. Get all your doubts resolved instantly. Learn via games and win amazing prizes like PlayStations and iPads. So at DeltaStep, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.